Seniors, I am Dr. Anya. I want you to take a moment and think about your morning routine. Are you exhausted from waking up and immediately swallowing a handful of pills just to manage your joint pain, clear your brain fog, and settle your digestion? What if I told you that one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory and cellular repair tools on Earth is not sitting in your medicine cabinet, but is hiding right now in your kitchen pantry? For centuries, veteran integrative doctors have quietly relied on a very specific pharmacological synergy to heal their patients. It involves mixing raw honey with ground cloves.
But I need you to understand, this is not just some old wives' tale or a comforting folk remedy. Modern clinical science has finally caught up to traditional wisdom, and what researchers have discovered at the cellular level is absolutely staggering. When you combine these two simple ingredients, you create an unstoppable biological force that neutralizes aging free radicals, blocks pain pathways, and restores your immune system from the inside out. Today, I am pulling back the curtain on this golden mix. I am going to explain the exact biological magic of why these two ingredients must be taken together and how this simple protocol specifically targets and reverses 13 age-related health problems in just 7 days. If you are ready to stop relying entirely on synthetic pills and start giving your aging body the natural tools it needs to heal itself, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's begin.
Before we count down the 13 health problems this mixture solves, you need to understand the cellular science of why it works. Because on their own, honey and cloves are great, but together they create what pharmacologists call a synergistic explosion. Let's start with the clove. A clove may look small, but inside each bud is the highest antioxidant force of any spice on Earth. It has more than 30 times the antioxidant power of fresh blueberries. The secret weapon inside the clove is a unique active compound called Eugenol. I want you to think of Eugenol molecules as elite biological bodyguards. When your cells are under fire from chronic inflammation, which is what causes your joints to ache and your brain to slow down, Eugenol steps in and aggressively neutralizes the attackers before they can damage your tissue. Now here is the clinical secret. Eugenol is powerful, but it is notoriously difficult for an older digestive system to absorb fully. Enter raw honey. Honey is nature's silent healer, packed with over 200 bioactive compounds and living enzymes. But here is what shocked scientists in a recent 2021 clinical review. Honey has a very specific natural acidic pH. When you mix ground cloves into raw honey, the honey acts as a biological transport vehicle. Its acidity physically unlocks the clove, making the eugenol up to 300% more bioavailable to your cells. At the exact same time, the antioxidants in the clove wrap around the honey, protecting its fragile living enzymes from being destroyed by your stomach acid. They protect each other. Together, they hit your bloodstream as an unstoppable anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antioxidant force. So what exactly happens when this golden mix reaches your aging organs? Let's start the countdown with problem number 13, and I promise you the results will absolutely shock you. Problems 13 and 12, seasonal allergies and digestive distress. Millions of seniors take over-the-counter antihistamines that leave them feeling drowsy and give them severe dry mouth. The honey-clove mix works through a completely different biological mechanism. Local raw honey contains trace amounts of pollen, which gently desensitizes your immune system over time. Meanwhile, the eugenol in cloves acts as a powerful natural antihistamine, reducing the inflammation in your sinus cavities without the brain fog. But as it travels down into your stomach, it tackles problem number 12, digestion. As we age, our gut microbiome weakens. Raw honey is a brilliant prebiotic, meaning it actively feeds the good bacteria in your gut. The cloves step in to stimulate your digestive enzymes and violently attack the bad bacteria, causing your painful bloating. It is a complete reset for your gastrointestinal tract. Problems 11 and 10, respiratory infections and oral health.
When you feel a cold coming on, skip the sugary commercial cough syrups. Raw honey contains an enzyme that naturally produces hydrogen peroxide, wiping out the bacteria in your throat. Cloves act as a potent biological expectorant, opening up your inflamed, congested airways. And as it coats your mouth, it tackles problem number 10, receding gums and tooth sensitivity. Eugenol is so clinically effective at killing oral bacteria and numbing nerve pain that modern dentists still use it in their clinics today. You are literally giving your gums a professional-grade antimicrobial treatment every time you swallow this mixture.
Problem number 9, inflammatory skin conditions. If you suffer from eczema, psoriasis, or unexplained rashes, you have probably been prescribed topical steroid creams that slowly thin out your aging skin. The golden mix heals your skin from the inside out. By dropping the systemic inflammation in your bloodstream, the cloves reduce the redness and itching at the cellular level, while the honey provides the exact building blocks your body needs for rapid tissue repair. Problem number 8, severe joint pain. This is the big one. Nearly a third of adults over 60 suffer from crippling joint pain. The standard medical response is to prescribe NSAIDs like ibuprofen, which over time can completely destroy your stomach lining and stress your kidneys. Here is the clinical magic. Eugenol physically blocks the exact same inflammatory pathways in your body, specifically the COX-2 pathway that prescription pain medications target.
But it does so completely naturally, without damaging your organs. While the clove blocks the pain and swelling in your knees and hands, the honey provides specialized glucose that your joints desperately need to produce synovial fluid, the natural lubricant that stops your bones from grinding together. Problem number 7, chronic insomnia. If you are waking up at 3 a.m. and staring at the ceiling, your brain chemistry is out of balance. The honey clove remedy is a biological sleep switch. When you take this mixture before bed, the natural sugars in the honey cause a very slight, controlled insulin release. This allows an essential amino acid called tryptophan to easily cross your blood-brain barrier. Once inside your brain, that tryptophan is immediately converted into serotonin and then into melatonin, your master sleep hormone. At the exact same time, the compounds in the cloves gently sedate your central nervous system, transitioning your body out of the stressful fight or flight mode and into deep, restorative delta sleep. You will fall asleep faster, and more importantly, you will stay asleep. But we are just getting started. What this mixture does to your brain, your blood sugar, and your immune system is nothing short of a medical miracle.
We are now entering the top tier of biological repair. If you are over 60, the next 5 problems dictate your entire quality of life. Problem number 6, weakened immunity. As we age, our immune system undergoes immunosenescence. It gets tired and slow. The golden mix acts as a cellular defibrillator for your white blood cells. The antioxidants in cloves protect your immune cells from damage, while the raw honey provides the exact enzymes your body needs to hunt down and destroy invading pathogens before they can make you sick. Problem number 5, poor circulation. If you suffer from cold hands, cold feet, or leg pain when you walk, your blood vessels are stiff and constricted. The eugenol in cloves acts as a natural vasodilator. It helps your body produce nitric oxide, a critical molecule that physically relaxes and widens your blood vessels, flooding your oxygen-starved tissues with fresh, warm, life-giving blood.
Thoughtful. Problem number 4. Brain fog and cognitive decline. This one is truly mind-blowing. The polyphenol in cloves are so microscopic that they can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. Once inside your brain, they act like a biological cleaning crew, neutralizing the neurotoxic free radicals that cause memory loss and brain fog. Meanwhile, the honey provides a steady, crash-free stream of pure glucose, the absolute favorite fuel of your brain cells. Problem number 3. High blood sugar and metabolic imbalances. You might be thinking, wait, Dr. Anya, honey is sweet. Won't it spike my blood sugar? Here is the clinical twist. When honey is combined with cloves, it has a dramatically different metabolic effect. Research shows that cloves physically activate your insulin receptors, making your cells highly responsive to insulin. In clinical studies, regular clove consumption actually improved insulin sensitivity by up to 21% in pre-diabetic adults. Problem number 2, high cortisol and adrenal fatigue. If you feel constantly stressed, anxious, and biologically exhausted, your adrenal glands are pumping out too much cortisol. This toxic hormone eats away at your muscle and your memory. The honey clove mix physically modulates your nervous system, forcing it out of the stressful fight or flight mode and giving your exhausted adrenal glands the biological permission they need to finally rest and recover. But all of these miraculous benefits lead us to the ultimate medical breakthrough. We have arrived at health problem number 1, the silent killer.
If there is only one thing you remember from this masterclass, let it be this. Modern medicine now unanimously recognizes that chronic inflammation is the biological root cause of almost every single age-related disease on Earth. Heart disease, Alzheimer's, arthritis, and cellular mutation. They do not just happen randomly. They are the direct result of a silent, smoldering fire of inflammation that burns inside your tissues for decades. Acute inflammation is good. It heals a cut on your finger. But chronic inflammation is a cellular malfunction. The honey clove remedy is exceptionally powerful because it extinguishes this fire at the genetic level. Inside your cells, there is a specific signaling pathway called NF-kappa B, nuclear factor kappa B. Think of NF-kappa B as the master light switch for inflammation in your body. When you are aging and stressed, that switch gets stuck in the on position, constantly flooding your body with destructive inflammatory cytokines.
A massive 2021 clinical review proved that the eugenol from cloves, when made 300% more bioavailable by raw honey, physically enters your cells and flips that NF-kB switch to the off position. It shuts down the inflammatory cascade at its source. It does not just mask the pain like a pharmaceutical pill. It stops the biological fire from burning. It gives your aging body the ultimate chance to finally repair its joints, heal its arteries, and protect its brain. This isn't just a home remedy. It is a profound cellular reset. And you can start experiencing these exact results in just 7 days. Let me show you the exact clinical protocol.
Seniors, you now hold the blueprint to your own cellular repair. You understand the biological magic. Now let's talk about the exact clinical protocol to start your 7-day reset. First, you must use raw, unpasteurized honey. Do not use that ultra-filtered clear syrup shaped like a plastic bear from the supermarket. That has been boiled and stripped of all its living enzymes. You need real, raw honey. Second, you need high-quality ground cloves. Here is the exact pharmacological dosage. Mix exactly 1 tablespoon of raw honey with 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. Stir them together until they form a thick, dark paste. Take this mixture twice a day. Take your first dose in the morning, right before breakfast, to coat your digestive tract, lower your cortisol, and prime your immune system for the day. Take your second dose about 30 minutes before bed to activate your melatonin, shut down your joint pain, and trigger your deep nighttime cellular repair.
Within the first 48 hours, you will likely notice a profound shift in your digestion and a much deeper, uninterrupted sleep. By day 7, that smoldering fire of chronic joint pain and brain fog will begin to drastically cool down. And if you stick with it for 30 days, you are looking at a fundamental, genetic reset of your systemic inflammation. Older adults, your body is fully equipped to heal itself. It wants to repair your cartilage. It wants to clear your arteries. You just need to stop suppressing the symptoms with synthetic pills and start giving your body the right biological tools to actually do the job. I want you to take control of your health today. Make your vitality pledge right now. Go to the comments below and type the words, "I am healing my body today." And while you are there, I want to know, which of these 13 health problems are you most excited to tackle first with this golden mix? Is it the joint pain, the insomnia, or the brain fog? Drop a comment and let me know. I read every single one, and I will be replying to as many of you as I can. If this masterclass gave you hope and a real, biological path forward, please hit the like button. Share this video with a friend, a spouse, or a sibling who is exhausted from waking up in pain. Let's spread this medical truth. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a week of cellular healing. I am Dr. Anya. Honor your biology, and I will see you in the next video.